Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Down. Ready?
Y'all can't talk about basic. We mighty more Power Ranger. Mine also dangerous.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's our visitors and the Detroit Lions. My partner Greg Olson set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. And we are underway in downtown Detroit. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hey, lift!
Right to the air, here's Goff. Catch made, right side, by Wilson. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that play, one first down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. Not much to speak of on that one, maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 8.
Go, 76, 76.
From the gun, it's got. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Brings up third and 4.
5. Hold on. 180.
Out of the shotgun. It's got. He's got his man complete. That's to Small. It's a gain of 12 then. First down, Detroit. That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 48. Gives it to Gibbs. Not much there. Maybe a yard. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, 72 for Obama.
To throw is Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he'll take this one in. Isaac to Small. Touchdown, Detroit. That is first touchdown this year.
For the extra point.
Bates is good with the extra point. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Right to the air is Richardson. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And they'll get about half what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Let's go. Dragon 6, Cowboy 8. 18, Pioneer. Trap 50, Trap 60. 19, Lion.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. On the run to the right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That's a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Panther 11. 18, Cardinal. 18, Buffalo 18.
From the gun, Richardson. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Lions call their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. They will indeed go as they look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. Still going. And he will go all the way for the touchdown.
Well, I love it, Mike. We're seeing so many teams nowadays as they approach midfield, even on their side of the 50, keeping their offense on the field on 4th down. And it's certainly a risk. It's certainly up there for debate. But in this case, big chance, big reward, and they come down with 6.
Now Richardson. That's going to be caught in the end zone. And they take the lead by 1.
For the record, that was illegal contact.
Especially down here this close to the goal line.
Jenkinnn's probably going to cry about that
better
one.
Than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
From the 6, here comes a return. Uh-oh. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
That's over the middle. Caught by Teslam. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. 6 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
That one out wide to Gibbs. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 43-yard line.
A run up the middle. It's Gibbs. And he will work this down inside. 40. That should be good enough. With James. 1st down. 6. That's good. 4 on Lions. 1st down.
14.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Goff to throw. That's caught by Gibbs.
That was all my fault. Still not a touchdown, thank God.
It is a huge play for Detroit. 36 yards. From the 1-yard line. 1st down and goal. Gibbs. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
Up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
5. Value 3. Listen. What's that?
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. And that's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
Tiger. 17. Ric Flair. What's that?
Here's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders,
He wants to run it all
continuing
up.
to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff.
Nice.
And he's going to be taken down. Couldn't get rid of the football. They turn it over.
Alright, now he's going to be a little irritated. So here we take a shot.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt. But at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you. And let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Now he'll air one out.
Yes.
That is caught. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. A 1-point game. 8-7 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
Nice. 50. Viking. 18. 7 Pirates. 19 Lions. Go.
Now Richardson. He won't try to risk much more. Sliding down a gain of 3.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal at the 3-yard
Now
line.
receiver coming around. He's got the pop pass. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
Oh, it's really good shot.
He's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
I typically like to see the play-action pass on the early downs, Mike. Now they find themselves on third down. The defense is more prepared for the pass. They get stopped twice with the run. Do they go back to it a third time and take their chances?
Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
Lions, Cup 19, Cup 19, 70 Lions, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Looking to throw, Richardson. Good blocking, and
You
he's
don't have to
in. Anthony Richardson has a touchdown. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers. Often it's the quarterback that's no one assigned to him. And in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Value, 180. Super, 17. Hey, lift.
Goff to throw on first down. He's going to air this one out.
He's
got it.
Had to be the defense line.
Bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. It is a huge play for Detroit. A gain of 57 yards. 20-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch from contact.
We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest game. I'd say one of the most critical elements of the dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
180. Twos.
On fourth down, Goff.
Nice. No, he caught that.
Touchdown, Lions.
Oh, that's so
It's his
trash.
3rd touchdown catch this year.
Swatting it as he
Mike,
catches
I think
it.
we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
This will be returned from the 6. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
Quick, like,
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
You've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut, and he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. It was Terrion Arnold there to make the play.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Rattle, 18 Rattle.
Richardson gonna look to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away.
It's a good idea.
Didn't force anything there, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Throwing, Richardson. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Christian Watson. Touchdown.
Some of the things, Jenkinnnn is a really good coach, but some of the things he does makes no sense.
The kick is good. And the visitors have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14
It wasn't
lead.
zero blitz. Can't man blitz with no safety over the top for someone that's like 297 speed receivers. It makes no sense. Unless it's a zero blitz.
This field
But
ended
that wasn't
about
a
the
zero
9.
blitz.
Whoa!
It was used.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. On 1st down, it's Goff. Right side, that's Laporta, the tight end. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Goff. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Was brought down, and pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Open man, left side, he's got it. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
16 yards.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
On 2nd down, Goff. That's to the big tight end, Laporta. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 30.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll get this out.
That was really dumb.
Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Goff.
Okay, and not going out of bounds is even dumber. What happens by snacking?
As they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
66.
Throwing here is Goff. He's got his man complete. That's to
Is he even going to get a snap off?
first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. That's going to be
It's so
incomplete.
stupid.
They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half
Better on
comes to an
Sunday.
end.
All right.
pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Warriors, 17, 19, 19 tight, 19 tight. Cut 19, cut 19.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
19.
From the gun, Richardson. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. First reception for the man who enters the week as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. This one, good for a first down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And a good run there. Get us 5 yards.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Richardson. That one complete to Watson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Oh, man, open downfield is Horton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
See if they can speed those
18
down.
yards on the pickup there, and that will be a first down.
Result is a
This
first
works.
down.
It's not going.
From the gun, here's a handoff, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down.
And he's in. Dante Thornton for the score.
It's kind of his fault for not moving the safety over.
At this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's
They're playing
some
cover
plays
3
that
while the safety
result
all the way on
in
the left side of the
touchdowns,
field.
and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Makes the score. Visitors 28, Lions 14.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get across the 20, welcome down to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he'll be brought down up at the 35-yard line. 13 yards to start that drop. And a quick first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Goff's going to throw here on 1st and 10. And left side, it's caught. And he'll be taken down the same.
This game has had
Business inside the 30-yard line.
bet Madden a long time.
First down.
It's in close, honestly.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
I bet I'm 10 of 64. They had better pursuit mechanics in this.
Goff to throw on first down. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And it'll bring up second down. Back to the air, it's Goff. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
17. Go tonight. 20. Super one. 11.
Now Goff. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. To the end zone, where it's incomplete. What a job in covering, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
76. We're good. We go. Now, 180. Twos. Hey, let's go. Go, Brown.
Throwing, Goff. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Good drive so far, but this is a big hurdle. It is third and 10. Now, Goff. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. They'll go for it. Here's Goff.
Such a bad decision. It's crazy.
And they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line. So not a touchdown, but it will be first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's Gibbs. And he'll go down at the 4-yard line.
Now behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1.
From a little further back, here's second and goal.
Rick Flair. 14.
From the gun, it's Goff. And he'll take this down to the 2 with a good tackle there. Going to set up third and goal.
Brings up third and goal.
Maverick. Value 3. Hey, Shell. Orange. We're good.
Goff to throw. Moving to his right. That's going to be broken up.
He's getting away with these throws.
Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes fourth and goal.
Hey, 5. Maverick, walk. We go tonight. Shell. Hey, lift.
Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. And this is off. Wow. The decision to go pays off. Isaac to Slaw. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions are back to within 7. It's 28-21. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Richardson to throw it here on first down. And that is incomplete. They try to sneak a deep ball in there to wrap up the quarter. But time has expired, and the third has come to an end. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Hey, smash Bronco!
On 2nd down, here's a run to begin the 4th quarter. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and 1. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
7-5, Corey, 17.
Richardson to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph.
And it's just the last thing you could afford to do, especially in this situation. Like, there's just no need to force the ball. You're playing with a lead. It's late in the game, and I know he's got a lot of confidence in his arm, and he thinks he can get away with it, but that decision, it proves to be costly.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 18 yards, a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, it's gone. Quick throw here is complete.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Hey, kill!
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
This is hard. He's got a long way to go.
Well, that was a disaster.
Yes.
I like the call. I like going for it on 4th down. Give your offense a chance to extend this drive and maintain possession, but after going the wrong way, now they're going to have to watch the other team take over after failing to move the chains.
Drive will start on the
I don't know how he
ground.
keeps getting
And
that
not much
It's
there.
cool.
He's back to the original line. No gain on that play.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
7 Pirates! Here we go, set! Nice, Bronco 80! Ready?
Throwing, Richardson. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
A gain of 26 yards. And a 1st down.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. Finding space at the 15. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch for the touchdown. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
17. Merlin. Go, 12. Hey, 76. 76. Hey, shout. 76. Tell him.
Goff to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Rashawn Gary. He's in there for the sack. It's his 3rd of the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Goff. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Throwing here is Goff. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. The Lions call their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Hey, 5. 2, 6. We go tonight.
Here's Goff. That's taken in, and that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football.
Might be the most pretended Madden player of all time.
And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery, and the great return for the touchdown. Bates now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Lions back within 7. It's 35-28.
Lions 28.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 2. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin next.
At their own 26-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. It's a touchdown. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the visitors will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. Open man downfield. It's Laporta. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
And the Lions, 1st down.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. This one complete. It's to Small. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
Super, DC, 180.
They'll drop to throw. That one out wide to Gibbs. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down. So they get a new set of downs. Just as importantly, stop the clock.
That's good. For the Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Me. 14.
Now Goff. The middle. He's got St. Brown. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another Detroit
On 1st and 10. Here's Goff. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Right side, and the portal, the tight end. Get about 6 before he's taken down. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. That's to the sideline and intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the
This kicker just threw
nearly a 6-6, but he does set up the offense.
He's not gonna let me get my touchdown, really.
Something takes a part of me, something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe, something taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me. Can't it chill and let me be free? Can't I take away